Okay, this is the SMTP setup from IX Web Hosting video. You should have already received your welcome to the IX Web Hosting email, and in there you should have already gotten your name server information to put in your registrar. So IX Web Hosting has a bunch of different name servers. Usually in a hosting company there's only two. It's ns1 dot whatever the company's name is. But in this case IX Web Hosting has a bunch of different ones. And so you're going to put in at the registrar in the domain management system in GoDaddy or wherever you purchased your domain, you're going to put in the name servers for IX Web Hosting, and it's going to be ns some number .ixwebhosting.com. So they have a bunch of different numbers. So you have to get that information, put that in the registrar, and I would wait at least 30 minutes. After that, you come in and you log into your dashboard, and this is what it looks like when you first log in. You want to click here, Manage My Hosting. Okay, and then you want to come down to the bottom here and click on Manage down here by the penguin. After that, first time you're in here, you want to click on Domains, and you want to click on Add, and I won't do it. You just basically, it's very simple. You just click on Add. There's only one place to put your domain name. Copy and paste it. Don't type it out just in case you misspelled it. And you click Submit, and you're done, and then it'll pull up here. So once you're done with that, then basically you come back to the management area here and you click on Email. Alright, and you select the domain that you want to manage. Now, so there's just a couple of quick things you need to do here. One is you click on New Email, and inside here, okay, you're going to put in whatever it is, a name or admin or info. I like using info a lot, so info or information at this domain. And then you're going to put in a password. Now this is very important. You want to make the password at least 8 characters, but you want to have it a standard password. Nobody's going to see this except for you, but you want to make sure that you do it correctly. It's case sensitive, and usually I'll put in just some standard password that I have with a couple of numbers or something, but you want to make sure and record this information in a text file somewhere, especially if you're going to be doing multiple domains. And so you want to have the email address and you want to have the password, and you want to be copying and pasting this into the client builder so you don't make any mistakes and typos. And again, it's case sensitive. So this is the biggest mistake I see people make, is they forget their password, or they forgot that they made one of the characters uppercase or whatever it is, and then when they go into the client builder to set up their SMTP, the darn thing doesn't work. So make sure that you record the information so you can copy and paste it in later. After you're done, you come down, you click Submit, and that is basically it. You've set up your email inside IX Web Hosting. Now, I'm going to pull up Client Builder here, and once you've done that, then you go to the SMTP, you put in mail dot the domain name. Port for IX Web Hosting is always 587. Okay, so you can see it right here. I've got mail dot, and I've got port 587. Always select authentication. That means that the system has to use a password in order to send the email. And then encrypted is defaulted and to none. You click Save, and then it'll display here. If you ever needed to edit it, you could just click Edit or delete it. Over at the SMTP accounts here, alright, you want to put in your email address that you put in, info at or your name at or whatever it is that you wanted. Okay, And if you have multiple ones, of course, then make sure you're on the right one. And put that email address in here. Let's say it's info at the domain name. And then the username is going to be exactly the same, info at, and then the name. So if I've got info here, I might put in like information as the name, and then the password. Okay, you click save, and you've got this here. When you go to test it, then you put in the email address that you want to test to. Okay, and click send. All right, and it says sending test email. If everything is set up correctly, it'll say email tested successfully, email is, and then it'll say valid or invalid. Now if you set it up correctly, it will say valid. So let's just say, okay, so I purposely set that one up that way, but let me show you another one here. Okay, so if you're up here on this one, and I click send, email tested successfully, email is valid. So that's what you should see. And the other one, of course, wasn't set up correctly. So just to demonstrate that real quick, and this is how you would set that up. Now, notice here, real quick, all right, when I set this up for this info at this different domain, all right, this is the domain I've got here, but here I set up the SMTP incorrectly. All right, so I did that purposely so that it would show that what you see when it's invalid. All right, so just to show you, you have to select the account type correctly. All right, and then you have to go in here and set this up. Now this is a common mistake, and so I just wanted to demonstrate that it's very important that you select this first under the domain account type and then put in your information. Otherwise you will get that invalid. Alright, so that is in a nutshell how you set everything up, some of the issues you can experience, and how you navigate the IX web hosting. Remember, make sure to give it some time at the registrar to populate on the internet the domain from those name servers before you come in and do this. If you don't, then you may do everything correctly and it still wouldn't be right. You may have to wait again up to 2 hours, but usually within 30 minutes it's fine. Alright, thank you for watching.